Hey, welcome to Dice Station Zebra, everybody. My name is Rob,
And I'm Jocelyn.
and we're here today to talk about some Dice Masters.
Dice Masters, what's that?
It's a game we play
I heard
sometimes.
that game was dead. Is it really dead?
I don't think it's dead, but
I don't
anyway,
I don't think it's dead either. The internet seems to think it's dead, but you know what? It's not dead. You know why it's not dead? Because they're coming out with new product.
that's right for the Dark Phoenix Saga, which is due out sometime soon, and some organized play kit cards just got revealed.
Yeah, super exciting reveal stream, and if you're interested in watching that video, you can head over to DMArmada's Facebook or DMArmada's YouTube page.
Right.
And we want to put a big thank you out just right at the beginning here to Jimmy O'Brien. So, for those of you that don't know, I also do some stuff with dm-north.com, which is all Dice Masters all the time.
Right.
And Jimmy sent us the card images after the video, after the reveal, so we could do that. And I've shared them here with Rob for Dice Station Zebra, and we are going to talk about the cards.
Let's take a look at them. Why don't we get started?
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's look at the first card. Now, an OP kit is something you'll get if you play at a local store, right?
Yeah, they're
Organized
prizes.
play?
Yeah, organized play prizes.
Right. So you show up to the store, you play the game, and you could qualify to win these
Yeah,
cards.
so your store has to order them. You can't just go buy these cards.
Right.
So your store has to order them, and they have to be prizes for an event.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so shall we start with the first card?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay, we're looking at a Kitty Pryde card.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Okay.
So this is a super rare.
Okay.
This card. It doesn't show it on this, but this is a complete redesign of a Dice Masters card. Dice Masters cards don't typically look this amazing. So
Well, they don't look this different.
they look
Yeah.
they look different for sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, this has been what did they call it on the stream?
Broken frame?
Broken
Is that
frame.
what they call it?
Yeah, broken frame art. And this is a super rare from the actual Dark Phoenix set that's coming out. It's a 4-cost. Experience Leader is the subtitle, and it says when Kitty Pryde is active, each of your X-Men affiliated character dice get +1A and +1D.
Okay. So, what's your initial thoughts on the art on this?
I love this one. It is
Yeah.
my second favorite art in this whole kit.
Right.
I love the effect of Kitty's phasing through the card.
Yeah.
And I really just like Kitty Pryde as a character. I use her a
Yeah.
lot in HeroClix, and I just love what they've done to make it look like there's such movement in the art to me,
Yeah.
right?
There is. And she's got her little dragon friend with her.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You've got his little claws and his little head coming. Lockheed.
Lockheed. Yeah.
Yeah. There should be a Lockheed in Dice Masters.
There should be.
There should be.
Maybe we'll get one someday.
Yeah.
Let's look at the next card here. So I've grouped the Kitty Pryde cards all together.
Okay.
So and there is quite a few of them here. So let's take a look at the next one. And this one is called Headmistress. It's a 3-cost, and its effect says while Wolverine is active, Kitty Pryde gets +1A and can't be targeted by your opponent.
And that's thematic, right? Kitty Pryde and Wolverine have a thing going on in the comics somehow.
They have right. They're teammates.
They're teammates.
And they have gone on adventures together.
Yeah.
That's correct. So one of the things about this card, this layout of this card that I wanted to talk to you about, is there's no energy type displayed.
Yeah,
right?
I couldn't find it on this one.
So I don't know if that's going to be a problem for anybody, but I mean, if you're playing the card, you're going to have those dice there, right?
Yeah.
So you'll know what the energy type is.
Yeah.
But also, like you said, there's no rarity stripe.
Yeah, there's no rarity stripe. They are all, we're going to show you all 4 rarities of
Yes.
Kitty Pryde. They are all in this kit in the new artwork. Headmistress is the uncommon.
The uncommon, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next one.
Yep. So this one is Just Passing Through, which is the rare.
Okay.
She's a 2-cost, and she has the X-Men affiliation and the Brotherhood affiliation. No, Hellfire Club.
That's right.
Affiliation. And she has the keyword Infiltrate, which is one of my favorite
Yeah.
mechanics in Dice Masters.
Right, that's a keyworded ability.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to the next one?
Let's do it.
Okay. The next one is Rite of Passage,
And that's the common.
and that is a 3-cost, and it has the Awaken ability, which is also another keyworded ability.
Yep.
And the Awaken effect is prep a die from your bag.
Yeah, and Awaken means when that character spins up a level, you can do that effect. So the other thing about this is it doesn't show max dice.
Yes, that's true.
Now, I wondered originally if the image of 3 dice was meant to to mimic the max dice, but the max dice on all these regular
No.
cards is 4. So
Yeah. I do have, if you're going to play any of these cards, just for referencing, I was thinking you could just put this in a sleeve and then have the regular card sleeved at the back
yeah,
with it, so you could just flip it if you needed to reference it, if you really needed it.
assuming you're lucky enough to get the rare and the super rare,
Yeah, true
as
enough.
well as the common and the uncommon. So,
Hmm.
but what did you think of the artwork?
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. It's a good job. I like the what was I calling it earlier? They broke the format. They broke the layout
Yeah.
of the traditional cards,
Mm-hmm.
and they broke the format of these cards.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I do too. I think it makes it really special for a prize.
Yeah, it's really gonna, like, when you're playing a standard set of cards and you decide you wanted to include one of these on your mat, it's just gonna pop. Like, people are gonna see that,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
on your mat for sure.
Okay,
Shall we move on to the next card?
let's do it.
Okay. Hey, we got Magneto.
This looks very 90s to me.
I've heard that before. I've heard someone else comment that.
Yeah, what does it look like to you?
Um, 90s isn't the first thing
Okay.
that came to mind. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
It looks neat. It's very like we said, like you said earlier, lots of movement.
Yeah.
You can see there's a lot of these tools here. There's some like vice grips and a adjustable wrench and a doorknob. All sorts of things floating around.
Right, because
There's
he's
a screwdriver, a
'cause
saw
he's
blade,
magnetic, right? He's pulling all the metal towards him,
or pushing away.
whatever the case may be.
And the text is actually on like a meat cleaver.
I didn't even catch that. I was trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah,
Now this one has the energy type in
Yes.
the bottom right-hand corner next to the Brotherhood affiliation,
that's right.
which is I have it right this time. And this one is also the super rare. So there's 2 super rares that are in the main set
Hmm.
that are in the OP kit in different art forms, and this is the second one.
Nice. So this is a 6 cost, and it reads, while Magneto is active, when one of your Brotherhood character dice is KO'd, KO target opposing character die.
That's pretty cool.
It has a global ability, which is pay a mask once per turn. During your turn, if you have no dice in your prep area, you may draw a die and place it in your prep area.
Well, that's really cool. That is a global that's been around for a long time, but it was previously on a basic action card.
Was that on Counter-Strike?
No, this is Villainous Pact.
That's Villainous Pact. Okay.
Yeah, so Villainous Pact global is a basic action, and this is a reprint of that global, but now it's on Magneto, so that's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
It's pretty good. Should we
Yeah.
go to the next one?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So this one, Idealist, is
Mhm.
also a 6 cost,
Hmm.
and Idealist is the common,
Okay.
and it reads, when one of your mask character dice is KO'd, put a loyalty counter on Magneto's card. Loyalty counters give a character die +1A and +1D, and it has the
like it.
same global ability that we just saw. So that prep global exists on this rarity as well.
And I think this was talked about on the stream possibly the other day, or maybe not, but the loyalty counters almost looks like it's like experience tokens
It-
for the D&D cards,
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's similar to that. There's a really good article about them. If you go over to BritRoller6.com, our friends
Okay.
over at the Ministry of Dice have done an article about loyalty counters.
Okay, nice. I'll have to check that out. Let's move on to the next Magneto card, the Master of Magnetism. Now, this one's a 5 cost
Mm-hmm.
with Team Watch. Is that a keyword?
Team Watch is a keyword,
Yeah.
yes.
The effect is spin target opposing character die to an energy face of your opponent's choice.
Yeah, so Team Watch triggers if you have this character active and another character with the same affiliation is fielded.
Okay.
Then you would use the Team Watch effect.
So it's a when fielded effect.
It's triggered when fielded.
Triggered when
Yeah,
fielded.
when not when you field him, when you field another character
Right.
that has the same affiliation.
Okay.
And that one is the rare.
And that has the same global.
Yep.
Okay. And we have one more Magneto card.
Which is Visionary, and that one is the uncommon, and it reads, while Magneto is active, your Brotherhood character dice can only be blocked by 2 or more character dice. It also has a Team Watch effect.
Oh,
Prep
nice.
a die from your bag, and he is a 5 cost.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good Team Watch effect.
It is a good Team Watch effect, especially if you're building a Brotherhood team.
Mm-hmm.
You throw them in the field, and then you just keep fielding more Brotherhood characters.
That's good because it makes him like he's the leader
Yeah.
of the Brotherhood. So
Yeah.
if he's in the field and you're just bringing in,
Yeah.
you know, Brotherhood people, you're just prepping dice like crazy.
Yeah.
I like it.
And the while active ability is good too,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because then all your Brotherhood dice can only be blocked by 2 or more character dice.
I like it. I think this is going to be a popular card.
I think there's a global in this set that allows you to give a character die the Brotherhood affiliation.
Well, that'd be good.
I'm not sure about that though.
Okay. Let's move on to, we're going to look at some basic actions now.
Let's do it.
Okay. Wow. So this one's called Explosion.
I love the effect on this one. It looks like the paper's been burned.
Looks like the card is on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It reads, deal 2 damage to each player character die. You may also spend any number of bolt energy. For each that you do, you may deal 1 damage to target character die.
Yeah, and then there's a double burst effect.
Which is deal 1 additional damage to each player and character die that explosion deals damage to.
Now, this card is going to need an errata because it's missing a word. It's missing the word "and" between player and character at the top.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, so on stream, Jimmy said that this is a exact card text of Fireball, which is also going to be in this set.
Okay.
Which reads, deal 2 damage to each player and character die.
Okay.
And when Steven was reading it on the stream, Jimmy kind of winced. I was watching Jimmy's face, and he's like, I thought we proofread these.
Oh, yeah.
So it should say player and character die, so it will probably require an errata.
I think this is going to be an interesting card to play.
Yeah. And it's interesting that they're putting 2 of them with different names in the set this way, because that means you can play both of them on your team. You can play Explosion and Fireball, and you could have 6 of these.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Now, this is a 4 cost, I believe, right?
That's right, yeah. And it's a little hard to see. It's in the sort of underneath the N. You have to look
on
really
Explosion?
closely.
Yeah, it's on the wall there.
Yeah, it's
sort
almost
of
like
embedded there.
Almost like it's the elevator level.
Just over beside Mastermind's shoulder there. I believe that's Mastermind.
And Selena, you said, right?
Celine, yeah, I believe
Celine?
so. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That is a very nice card.
You found the cover art for that.
I did. It was a variant cover for the X-Corp. I don't know how you
Pretty cool.
how you pronounce that, but it's the variant cover for issue number 4, I believe.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the next basic action.
Let's do it. So this is a Doctor Strange. It's a 3 cost, and it's not Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is the image. The basic action is called Focus.
Right.
And it says spin target character die up or down 1 level, and on a double burst phase, you spin all character dice up or down 1 level.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has a global ability, pay 1 generic, spin target character die you control down 1 level. This is a great basic action to have on your team if you are playing a team that has awaken abilities.
Mm-hmm.
This allows you to spin your dice up and down.
Right.
So it's pretty good, and we've seen this basic action before in previous sets.
This would go combo well with that Kitty Pryde we looked at with the Awaken effect.
Now, you had an interesting comment about this card.
About the art?
Yeah.
I love the art. It looks, it reminds me of an old pulp novel or a pulp magazine.
Totally.
Those old-timey stories.
I can 100% see that. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, something out of what they call like Appendix N if you're looking at, like fantasy role-playing stuff. They always refer to Appendix N novels.
Okay.
Fantasy novels and things like that.
Cool.
So you could sort of see that in those old books.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next basic action.
Let's do it. Okay, so this is super exciting. This is Hellfire Gala. So there's, spoiler alert, 2 of this exact same card, but they have different art.
That's right.
So we'll read it on this one. So this is a basic action card. It says roll 2 dice from your bag. Each player fields 3 sidekick dice from their use pile, and it has an alternate win condition. If there are 16 or more dice in the field zone, win the game.
Yeah.
So this is the Captain Britain version, and this is based off the Hellfire Gala comic event thing that was happening a while ago, right?
That's right. And this is a 6 cost basic action,
Yeah,
which is
6.
if you look under the H and the E, it tells you what the cost is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now-
pretty.
Now, the alternate win con, this is the first time in Dice Masters we've got alternate win con.
It is.
And this is really exciting. This is something I think that a lot of people were waiting for or hoping
we
for. Yeah, you and I definitely were. It's interesting because we also play HeroClix, and over there they brought in alternate win conditions.
That's right.
And by the way of mission points, they call it.
Yep.
So certain figures allow you to accumulate mission points, and the target is 20. Once you reach 20, you can win the game.
Yeah, 20 cumulative mission points. So
That's
you
right.
could have multiple characters that are gaining them.
That's right. It's a difficult thing to do, but over the last couple sets, they've been able to bring in enough figures that it is possible to win a game now if you make a mission point team.
It might be.
So this is interesting. We're going to have to play around with this and see if we can get 16 dice in the field zone.
It's really interesting because it's not just your field, it's the total field. So
Exactly.
it includes your opponents,
Yeah.
and when you roll it, you actually, if you have 3 sidekick dice in your use pile and your opponent does as well, you both have to field them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that could potentially get you 6 dice just from this action.
Yeah.
And then whatever's already in the field, plus you got to roll 2 dice from your bag, so there might be more
Yeah.
dice you can field. It's really cool.
So all those games where you're building walls
Yeah.
of dice against each other, this could come in handy.
Yeah, I'm super excited by this. I can't even tell you. I'm like, how can I buy all 3 of these
Yeah.
if I put it on my team so that my opponent can't get them? How can I make my opponent field dice? Like, what can I do? How can I make this happen? So I
Yeah.
think it's super fun.
And what's the other basic action? Is it called Instant War, where you're loading each field zone with
sidekicks.
sidekicks?
Yeah, Instant War
Yeah.
does that.
Instant
And
War.
yeah, there's some other things you can do. So
That's awesome.
it's really cool.
And we're going to look at the other art version,
Yeah.
which is Jean Grey.
Yeah. I'm really torn on which one I like better,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm leaning towards Jean Grey.
I mean, yeah. I'm not really sure myself. I mean, I'll go back to the other one.
I think the reason I like the Jean Grey one better is because this one to me feels a little more pin-up-y.
Which one? Captain Britain?
Captain Britain, because of the pose, and she's bare-legged, and the skirt's super short. Like, it just feels a little bit more pin-up-y. Whereas when you look at Jean Grey, she's wearing her full suit, and it looks like they've added like a skirt to it potentially.
Oh, it's hard to tell.
Or if she's just sitting on like a tablecloth or something, I'm not sure.
Oh, right, I see it now. Like that's part of her gown or
Yeah,
something.
I feel like that might be part of her gown.
Yeah.
And I mean, certainly it's a similar pin-up-y type pose, but she just feels more mature, maybe.
Okay.
That's
A
just
little more elegant.
Elegant is probably the better word.
So that's Hellfire Gala basic action.
Yeah.
Let's look at our next basic action card, which is Mutant Armor. And this one, just from the graphic, is a bit difficult to read. Hopefully these are a little easier to read in person, but this one says continuous, and it says prevent up to 2 damage to target character die, and move this die to your use pile. If you have an active, is that an X-Men affiliation character, also gain 1 life.
So what character is this?
Do
you have any idea?
Isn't I do. I have the I have it in a HeroClix figure.
Yeah.
I think her name is just Armor, is it not?
Oh, maybe. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if what was behind her was supposed to be Juggernaut.
No, that's her. Like she generates a like a mystical suit of armor or something like that.
Oh, okay. That's really cool.
I don't really know a lot about her, but yeah, we're gonna get totally destroyed by the comics fans here. But yeah, her name's Armor. I'm just sort of looking this up now.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah.
So we also learned in the stream that this is another situation like Explosion. So Explosion has Fireball. That's the exact text in the set. This is something called Organic Steel in the set.
Right.
Which had not previously been spoiled when the stream came out. So, so that's pretty cool. I really like the art on this one too.
Yeah, this is amazing. I mean that radiant pink just sort of pops, right?
Yeah.
It's really good.
From a readability perspective, it's not great.
Well, that's why I say hopefully when I have the card in my hand, it'll be a little bit easier to read.
Yeah, but just, my optician senses go white text on a pink background is basically like white text on a red background, which means if you're colorblind, you won't be able to read it.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may not be able to read it if you have a red-green color deficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So
Could be.
Could be challenging.
Let's look at the next one.
Okay.
And I think this is the last one. Look at that. Powerbolt.
So this looks the most like a regular Dice Masters card.
It comes the closest,
right?
Out of all of them.
The way the cost is in the top left corner with the little box, they definitely have done something awesome with the art.
Yeah.
And it reads, deal 2 damage to target character die or player. This is, again, a card we've seen in the game before, but nothing like this Cyclops art.
Yeah.
Like, it's just gorgeous.
This is, I like this one.
Yeah.
This is really good. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing art.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it, right?
Yeah,
that's the end of the cards.
That's all of the cards that are in the set. And,
right.
And yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It is. It's a nice looking set of cards. Definitely, it's breaking the mold, and we're going a little bit beyond what we're used to here, which is great.
Yeah, for sure.
I know some people there's some mixed reactions out there.
Yeah.
Some people aren't happy with it, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. And speaking of opinions, I think you and Kim are going to be talking about this on an upcoming podcast.
We are. You can check out a Double and Dice podcast, which is dropping this coming Monday if you're watching this video as it comes out. Episode number 51 is the episode number of the podcast. We recorded it immediately after these cards were revealed, so you have our unadulterated, hot off the presses opinion in that video.
And I think that Kim might have a hot take on these cards, so you
Yeah.
might want to tune in for that. Go find that podcast if you can,
Yeah.
viewers.
Now, you said something interesting, Rob, when you saw these, and then you went and looked at a traditional Dice Masters card.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to throw shade on
No.
on the Dice Masters cards, but when I saw these cards, I felt like they had immediately made, your traditional Dice Masters card look dated.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden they look old now.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, maybe there's going to be a refresh on them soon, the formatting.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't. It's not throwing shade. It's just an observation.
No, it is. Yeah.
Right. These are just so new and shiny and different.
Yeah.
That it does make the older cards look different. And when you said that, it connected for me because I saw them and I couldn't put it into words, and you put it into words in exactly the same way I felt. So yeah. But we love these cards. We love Dice Masters, and we're really excited for the set to be coming.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait to get these cards from the OP kit.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. But first, we're going to get the new set, the Dark Phoenix set, which is going to be out soon. And I think there's another set due out this year, too, which is the Superman Kryptonite Crisis.
Yeah, and then hopefully some more sets. There's some more sets announced, but we'll see if they make it on time.
That's right. So that's all the cards, and that's all we have to talk about today. And that's it. We're going to sign off.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you and let you hear from you what you think about the Dice Masters cards. Do you play Dice Masters? Have you ever given a try? What do you think of these cards compared to traditional cards? So you can find us in all the usual places. Email, Facebook, the Twitter.
Yep, all those places. And don't forget to check out a Double and Dice podcast where Kim and Jocelyn are going to give their hot takes on these cards.
That's right. And please like and subscribe this video. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We really appreciate that.
That's right, we do. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.